Marino here. You already know the vibes, man. You guys started the double impact off. How y'all feeling right now? A lot of energy?
Hi, my name is Gary.
Nah, man, we feel good. We feel good. You know, we set the night off, and like to let people know and remind them, me and Jay and DNA and Rum literally had 2 weeks to get ready for this, because we originally had Clips in Honor. Shout out to them. We went through different names, and we just ended up finding Rum and Jay, and we both had 2 weeks. So to kick the night off with that, with a fire battle, yeah, definitely a way to kick off the night.
Now, you know, Jay the Nightwing and Rum Nitty, they had their back and forth throughout the whole battle about guns. And how did y'all feel about that? Because y'all kind of got that same situation going on with y'all two as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we loved it. I mean, that's why we had the third round like we had it. Because it's like, at what point when are y'all going to learn y'all can't defeat niggas with the obvious? I know everything y'all going to say. So now when we do it, and I actually turn into the character that everybody feels like, you know what I'm saying, I have a problem with, what could you say now? So that's why we was like, it's over. Yeah. Just turn into Gary.
And the crazy part about that is that, because they went first, their third round was a guilty conscience concept.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then we had our shit, that shit was just like, oh man, but, you know, we
how did you guys predict that? Like
we didn't.
We didn't.
The crazy part,
right there, I felt like
the crazy part about it is that, like, just being a strategist, I'm like, if we try to go, you know, like punch for punch with Rum, even if we do go punch for punch, the consensus of the people are not going to give it to us. If we try to out-talk Jay, just them two together, I know they have a stronger street presence. So I'm like, Don, the only thing we could do is be more creative. That's why we did the transition thing. That's why we went backwards. And then in the third round, I was like, yo, we got to have something to match those two. And then Don was like, yo, nobody ever did Guilty Conscience. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then I was like, yo, but we shouldn't just do it regularly. He's like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm going to be Gary. So he was like, oh, yeah, that's crazy.
So Gary has, like, everyone has a conscience, like, oh, no, I don't think I should do that. It's like, so it was dope. So when they were doing it, they did it with, like, the actual flow pattern. But ours was a whole concept of how, you know, Jay used to be an alcoholic, now you're teaming up with Rum. So that concept and idea was crazy, even on both ends, too.
Yeah, whose was better?
Ours was because it stuck more. They really felt like, people really felt like, oh, DNA's Gary. So it's like, in that narrative going forward, I'm going to be Gary. So it's like, it felt more, and then I feel like theirs was creative, but I was stuck to the plot because, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Jay the Nightwing for, you know, overcoming having an alcoholic problem. I had multiple family members I lost with that, so I know that's a tough thing on a serious note. But on a battle rap conceptual aspect, it's like you teamed up with Rum. So it goes hand in hand, like why would you not be next to Rum? So that's why I kind of feel like ours was better. But their second round, see, and this is why I told you again, right? 3 minutes, right? You see what I be telling you? And niggas be saying I be sneaking niggas.
Listen.
But nah, their second was kind of, was it longer?
Yeah, that shit was like 5 minutes, but it was godly.
Nah. Shorter third, but
they had a crazy second, and their first was kind of almost the same amount of time as ours.
Yeah, and the little snakes, they kept telling us, yo, Don, man, our shit's like two.
Yeah, they lined us, but the second was crazy though. I actually gave them the second.
Yeah, they actually took time to separate each other and address you guys separately.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about that?
I mean, I figured that was going to happen because, you know, I feel like they cool with each other, but not like me and Don. So, you know, me and Don is really the only team on here. We actually in a group. I speak to them every day. We hang out. So me and Don was damn near together every day. So I'm like, we got to go back and forth. And then I wanted Don, like in the 2-on-2, I didn't want to hear, that's why we was looking at the tweets and I'm happy. I didn't want to hear no, oh, DNA carried the way, none of that. Don is his own man. Don held his own. He went crazy. That's why he had that whole segment in the third. Wow, no.
You know, man, you had some bars that had people going crazy. Yeah. Sean went crazy. Yeah. Talk to us, man. Is this your redemption again? Like.
Yeah, you know what it was, man. I just truly feel the first time I battled Rum, I just let just things get in my head, and I was just getting over like, just, oh, I should do this, do that, do that. And when I went up there, I was just uncomfortable. So after that, I went and battled Danny. Had a classic. He was there. We saw it at the gates. You know, so people said I took it's a classic. Then I went on and had performance of the night against Danger on Born Legacy, and I was like got another shot at caffeine. So I was really wanted to take advantage of it, but I didn't want to make it all on me. Like, nah, Dina, let me do this, let me do that. But it just everything fell in line for the right times for me to either spit at Rum, spit at Jay. So it was a good experience.
DNA, what's the possibilities of you and Jay the Nightwing battling? There was a lot talked about in the battle. You know, he said he's gonna smoke you eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
will you accept the battle?
I mean, we want to talk to DNA. Right now, this is Gary. Gary is just, Gary's looking for opponents. Jay the Nightwing is in for Gary.
So Gary, will we see you again soon?
If need be, Gary only pops out when he spoke about a lot. It's like the Candy Man.
And will Gary have a caffeine show?
I'm thinking that. I'm thinking we might have to do talks with Gary.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And real quick, I just want to just shout out my prayers to my wife. Her grandfather passed away 3 days ago, and they're having a funeral today. So it was really kind of like it was hard to like do that, but she knew how big this moment was for me and everything like that. So I just want to send a shout out to her, and I'm gonna be home tomorrow to be with her. So.
Shout out to Dom, man.
Media News, Slim Rita here, Don Marino, and Gary.
Gary!
We'll see you guys next time.
Gotcha.
Thank you.